The announcement came less than a week after the network agreed to pay $787.5 million in a defamation lawsuit in which Mr. Carlson's show, one of the highest rated on Fox, figured prominently. He was said to be surprised by the move. The abrupt cancellation of Tucker Carlson Tonight will come at a cost for Fox News. Mr. Carlson's primetime show brought in $77.5 million in advertising revenue last year, dwarfing his Fox News primetime colleagues as well as his main competitors on CNN and MSNBC, according to Vivix, a research firm. Tucker Carlson has not yet released a statement or spoken publicly of his firing from Fox, more than 7 hours after it was announced. With his abrupt departure from Fox News on Monday, Tucker Carlson lost the megaphone that many have accused him of using to spread conspiracy theories about COVID-19 vaccines, gender identity, and election integrity. Civil rights activists and media experts expressed hope that a major force in the misinformation ecosystem had been muzzled. The television host was one of the nation's most prolific mouthpieces for white supremacy, misinformation, and misogyny, said Bridget Todd, Director of Communications at the gender equity advocacy group Ultraviolet. "We are not sad to see him go," Sarah Kate Ellis, the president and chief executive of the LGBTQ advocacy organization GLAAD, wrote on Twitter. Mr. Carlson's show, Tucker Carlson Tonight, was the most watched show in primetime cable news, averaging 3.25 million viewers in the first quarter of the year. He was also a prominent figure in the defamation lawsuit filed against Fox News by Dominion Voting Systems. Before the election technology company settled with the network last week for $787.5 million, it blamed stars like Mr. Carlson for giving credibility to false voter fraud narratives while privately mocking them. Yet even as Mr. Carlson's ability to spread misinformation is likely to be greatly diminished without Fox News, the conspiracy theories he championed will continue to be shared, said Howard Polskin, who compiles a daily newsletter, TheRighting, which tracks conservative news outlets. "This is a weed with deep roots. Just because you take away something on top of the soil, that doesn't mean it's not going to pop up elsewhere," he said. "There are so many voices on the right. They're proliferating, and they're a lot of the time getting louder and more passionate." Andrew Torba, who founded Gab, a social network that has become a hub for white supremacists and extremists, said Mr. Carlson should create his own digital broadcasting network so that he no longer needs to ask permission from anyone to cover any story he wants. The absence of an explanation from Fox News about Mr. Carlson's exit did not prevent an outpouring of unfounded speculation about the departure, including rumors that he had been silenced by Fox. Prominent anti-vaccine skeptics, including the Democratic presidential candidate Robert F. Kennedy Jr., proposed without proof that Mr. Carlson was fired for suggesting that Fox News had promoted the COVID-19 vaccine to please its pharmaceutical advertisers. Anti-vaccine activist Dr. Sherry Tenpenny also posted several messages to her 124,000 Telegram followers, suggesting that there was a conspiracy behind Mr. Tucker's departure from Fox News. "Don't expect #Fox News to tell the truth, as they got rid of the only journalist that could not be controlled," she wrote. Mr. Carlson and Fox News did not immediately respond to requests for comment. CNN has parted ways with longtime host Don Lemon. The announcement Monday came without explanation and astonished the media industry. "Don will forever be a part of the CNN family, and we thank him for his contributions over the past 17 years, said CNN CEO Chris Licht in a memo to staff. "We wish him well and will be cheering him on in his future endeavors." Lemon anchored CNN This Morning with Poppy Harlow and Caitlin Collins. "The show has been on the air for nearly 6 months. We are committed to its success," Licht said of the morning show. In a statement of his own, Lemon said his agent told him Monday morning that CNN had terminated him. "I am stunned," Lemon said, arguing that management did not have the decency to inform him of his firing directly. "At no time was I ever given any indication that I would not be able to continue to do the work I have loved at the network," Lemon added. CNN rebutted Lemon, calling his version of events inaccurate. He was offered an opportunity to meet with management but instead released a statement on Twitter, the network said in a statement. Lemon joined CNN in September 2006. Prior to CNN This Morning, Lemon hosted the primetime show Don Lemon Tonight for more than 8 years. He gained significant fame during the presidency of Donald Trump for his no-holds-barred commentary about the former president, pushing back against his lies and calling him a racist. He was widely criticized for sexist comments he made on CNN This Morning in February. During an on-air discussion about Republican presidential candidate Nikki Haley's proposal that older politicians take competency tests, Lemon argued that the 51-year-old Haley isn't in her prime. Lemon said a woman is only considered to be in their prime in 20s and 30s and maybe 40s. Co-anchors Harlow and Collins pushed back, but Lemon doubled down on his point. Licht later sent a memo to CNN staff, calling the comments unacceptable. Licht said he had a frank conversation with Lemon, who apologized and was set to participate in formal training sessions. It is important to me that CNN balances accountability with fostering a culture in which people can own, learn, and grow from their mistakes, Licht said at the time. When I make a mistake, I own it, Lemon told staff during an editorial meeting. And I own this one as well. Earlier this month, Variety published a report detailing allegations of misogyny aimed at female co-workers. Lemon denied the allegations. "I am stunned," Mr. Lemon wrote. "After 17 years at CNN, I would have thought that someone in management would have had the decency to tell me directly. At no time was I ever given any indication that I would not be able to continue to do the work I have loved at the network." CNN disputed Mr. Lemon's account, saying the anchor was offered an opportunity to meet with management but instead released a statement on Twitter. Allies of Mr. Lemon had hoped he would turn the page from the incident. But executives at CNN gradually concluded that his future at CNN had become untenable, according to two people who spoke on the condition of anonymity because the internal discussions were sensitive. In recent weeks, CNN's bookers had discovered that some guests did not want to appear on the air with Mr. Lemon, and research on the morning show reviewed by CNN executives found that his popularity with audiences had fallen, one of the people said. In its Monday statement, CNN said its morning show, a major initiative of Mr. Licht, would continue. CNN This Morning has been on the air for nearly 6 months, and we are committed to its success, the network said. Still, Mr. Lemon's exit raises the possibility of a bigger overhaul. Ms. Collins, a former White House correspondent, recently drew solid ratings during a week-long run as a substitute host at 9 p.m., fueling speculation within the network that she might be considered for a permanent position in the time slot. Mr. Lemon's abrupt exit capped a dramatic fall for an anchor who just 7 months ago was happily ensconced in prime time. His long-running 10 p.m. program, Don Lemon Tonight, drew fans for his spiky exchanges and pull-no-punches commentary on politics and the Trump White House. Mr. Lemon imported that persona to CNN This Morning, but it was an awkward fit for an hour when many viewers, making breakfast and getting children off to school, want easygoing patter, not thundering monologues. Tensions also emerged between Mr. Lemon and one of his co-anchors, Ms. Collins. In December, CNN This Morning crew members were rattled after a backstage incident in which Mr. Lemon accused Ms. Collins of interrupting him too often. In recent weeks, CNN leaders were hopeful that Mr. Lemon would adjust to his new morning show role and that higher ratings would follow. On Wednesday, however, Mr. Lemon made headlines again after a highly contentious on-air exchange with Vivek Ramaswamy, a Republican presidential candidate. The segment deteriorated as the men fiercely debated questions of black history and the Second Amendment. Mr. Lemon's co-anchor Ms. Harlow could be seen sitting silently beside him, at times casting her gaze elsewhere and scrolling through her smartphone. The incident left several CNN leaders exasperated, the people said. Mr. Lemon joined CNN in 2006 from a local NBC station in Chicago. In 2011, he made waves when he acknowledged in a memoir what many of his colleagues already knew: he is gay. At the time, few national television newscasters were out in public. Mr. Lemon was upfront about what he described as the risks of coming out as a black man, sharing his concerns that people might shun me. CNN This Morning was a marquee initiative of Mr. Licht, a former morning show producer, who succeeded Jeff Zucker as CNN's leader in May 2022 and has overseen major changes at the network since Warner Bros. Discovery acquired its parent company in a media mega-merger. Dozens of CNN employees were laid off, and some major producers and anchors left. Avalon is a new experience in the timeless art of living well. In the heart of Alpharetta, this sustainably designed, 86-acre community features more than 500,000 square feet of retail, a 12-screen all-premium theater, conference center, and full-service hotel, Class A office, single-family residences, and luxury rental homes. Avalon infuses resort-level hospitality throughout a walkable, seamlessly connected community of shopping, dining, entertainment, living, and working. It's more than just another place to go. It's a place to be, a hub of activity that delivers the luxury of the modern South. With 570,000 square feet of carefully curated retail, there is a plethora of amazing finds around every turn. Avalon Boulevard is your one-stop destination for the best clothing, accessories, beauty, and more. Choose from more than a dozen local chef-driven restaurants perfect for a romantic date, a fun night out with friends, or a cozy night with the whole family. A 330-room hotel and 47,000 square foot convention center caters to business and leisure travelers who want to meet, mingle, work and stay someplace unlike any place else. The 800 residents, both in luxury lofts and in an exclusive single-family courtyard enclave, who call Avalon home experience a truly connected lifestyle, where everything is just a walk or click away. Avalon is Georgia's first gigabit community, a future-proof fiberhood with internet connection speeds 100x faster than what's currently available.
If you would like to see more videos showcasing Atlanta, subscribe now. To view these properties in person, call Atlanta's Realtor, Larry Johnson at 470-940-5551.